Hey, what's up, everybody? It's your old pal, Mr. Butter, back with you again. And the sun is shining. It's a beautiful day. I have been really excited about this pair of shoes. I know it's not something that a lot of people will be overly hyped about. Before all this crazy lockdown happened and all that stuff, I typically work in an office most days out of the week. So if we make it back into the office and I ever go back on site, then I cannot wait to put these things on foot and get plenty of use out of them. If this is your first time coming through the channel, then welcome. Bread and Butter is pretty new, but we're growing fast. I'm having a lot of fun talking kicks with you all. If you feel like joining, then go ahead and hit that subscribe button. If you enjoy this video, please give it a thumbs up. That'll help this video get seen by more people, which will help my channel grow faster. But enough of that talk. Let's get into these kicks. I gotta give a shout out to a fellow YouTuber who I've come to know pretty well over the past couple of months. He's a heck of a guy. He's got a real cool channel. He's also a fan of New Balances, and he's been grabbing a lot of collabs lately, and he's just got a lot of really good, nice detailed looks at shoes that you might not have even seen before. I would highly recommend going over to Logan J's channel and subbing up, and I guarantee you won't be disappointed. But anyhow, this is a New Balance. My favorite silhouette that I've ever personally had a New Balance is the 574, and this box is just like all 574 boxes. However, this one is a collaboration. One thing that I've always liked about the New Balances is just that they're affordable, and these 574s are really easy to rock, and they're at a price point that is really hard to beat for the quality of shoe that you get. Now, this being a collaboration, these are about double the price that I typically pay on a pair of 574s, but we'll see if it was worth it here in a minute. Here's a look at the tag. Every time I see this red sticker, I'm reminded that the shoes within came from Bodega, and this was a Bodega purchase. The retail price was $170. So even though the box is just standard, this box did have some extra contents that you don't typically see in 574s. None of the tags were connected. This one states that this item is made with different standards from that of New Balance. Here's the CDG tag, and then this one says materials, fabric, cowhide, and that has Junya Watanabe's name on it. And while we're on this topic, he has quickly become one of my favorite designers, and I don't know if it's just because most of the models in his shows have salt and pepper hair like myself or what, but I feel like his style is a modern twist on just classic. It'll look like he's got like dress clothes design, but then there will just be small little details that add a little bit of flair and a little bit of pop, and it just makes clothes more interesting and more fun. I like watching his shows, and he's really just one of those designers that I find myself liking more and more as time goes on. So if you're not familiar with Junya, I believe he was born in Japan, and he has been with Comme des Garçons for quite some time. And this tag, I really like this. And it says, something real, something that has history, that has a traditional shape, our way of originality, a new feeling for basics. And with that being said, let's go ahead and take a look at these Junya Watanabe CDG New Balance 574s. And I hope that the detail comes through on camera, but I'm also well aware that there's really no way to appreciate just how nice these materials are and how well executed it is unless you see these shoes in person. As far as quality goes, it'd be tough to find something as nice as this. And now the retail price was $170, and typically 574s are below $100. I think typically they're around 80. So you are paying some extra money, but you're getting incredible value for that as far as the materials go, and the shoe looks completely different than 574s that I've had in my collection. The outsole is pretty plain. The tread pattern is completely different from any 574, but the majority of it is just this nice white color, as well as the midsole. For the most part, it is all bright white. There's no stitching in the midsole. Coming around the back, you start to see this bold text, this font that says JW, so that's Junya Watanabe, and then CDG, which stands for Comme des Garçons, and then the word man, which I guess that's like the line or whatever, CDG man. Then coming up from this midsole, you're immediately met with just some high-end suede. I mean, this stuff feels amazing to the touch. You can get a lot of movement out of it, and I just think it's a gorgeous color. Even my wife, whenever she saw these shoes, she said, "Ooh, they're nice." And that's a sign right there, because typically she likes shoes, but she's not like me, you know, getting all excited about them. But her first comment about these was, "Ooh, they're nice." This nice suede makes up the majority of the upper, and then in the toe box, you've got a nice mesh that also has a nice feel to it. And then up here around the ankle, you've got a nice mesh. There's a white hit of leather on the back, and it's got a tan heel anchor that kind of matches the suede perfectly. This tongue is like a white nylon, and it's very padded and feels really good to the touch. The tag is pretty plain, and then on the inside you can see the branding.